This ain't no game, this that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. I'm on the show, spread fake news. We just call it podcast. West, Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy hit you. He said he was a small fry. Tell him they better make him bang. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. Here he goes. This place is gone.
If we said it instead of this song, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are...
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up, everybody? We are coming to you live from the Shoot 360 studios. Welcome to the longest running streaming podcast in the nation, devoted strictly to the University of Louisville athletics. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, brought to you by Prime IV Louisville. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman. Sitting diagonally across from me, Wes keeps popping in and out. Wes will be back in here with a second. It's the big little brother, Joe Wyman.
Acknowledge me.
Wes Keys will be in here in a minute, I guess. I don't know, Shawn, if you'll communicate with him while I'm introducing the show. I appreciate it.
Victory, but not the keys to great internet.
He does not have the keys to the great internet. Before Shawn does that, I will introduce my co-host. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. You've heard of Dwarf on a Wharf. We present to you Virgin on a Sturgeon. It's Shawn Barber. Shawn.
Hold on.
How's it going?
Breaking news. Source close to me states that he is in fact a virgin.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. That's true. You know, all you got to do is just check his.
That's from a reliable source.
His fingerprints.
Yeah.
On
what?
I don't know.
Whoa.
It is what it is. Who has entered the studio?
Hello.
Okay. And last but not least, he is fashionable and he's fashionably late. It is the women's basketball beat writer. Pause. And football beat writer.
What's up?
He is the Kansas City Chief. Sam Bazin. We'll let him get to the microphone and say hello. Sam is running on TBS time right now.
What up?
Don't forget the Mossy Oak chat line is open. I see y'all already lighting it up. I'll get to y'all in just a second. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or however, send us your questions on social media. Check on the graphic below on the right side to see where to follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast on social media. And on the left side, see how you can help support the podcast monetarily if you wish. Hit that thumbs up button while you're watching on YouTube. YouTube is our preferred way of you watching the show. It helps us out more with analytics and sponsors. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live. Shout out to our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Four-Pest, Collision Course Crew, Tailgaters, Cherry Pickin, Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Zach from Beckmanns, FineBladeZ, Josh Jarboe from Remax Realty, and Prime IV Louisville. Speaking of Prime IV Louisville, at Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, they believe in the power of personalized health care. Their memberships are designed to provide you with regular access to top-quality IV drips and injections tailored to your unique needs. Discover the benefits of consistent wellness treatments and join the Prime IV family today. Your journey to better health starts here. Give them a call at 502-251-9836. Tell them Cardinal Sports Zone sent you. We have got a lot to talk about. I know this is how they do it on the videos, but chat, how y'all feeling today? It always sounded stupid when people said that, but hey, chat, what's up, chat? Let us know your thoughts on today's college football playoff reveal. Let us know your thoughts on the diarrhea bowl situation. We talked about bowl the Armageddon situation in the ACC last week. Almost got entirely shut out. It was horrible. Fabian Bradley in the building says, "Go Cards, great win." Absolutely. Guy Jake Gartland, go Cards. Fabian Bradley with a little bit of, I don't agree with that. Why are we going to a bowl? Just shut it down. You can't not reward the players that tried hard this year. Indiana is a dirty playing team, especially number 5, Morgan Wallen. What a horrible player. Tony Bowman, what's up, CSZ family? Jay Garland says, Shawn looks like Eddie from the Munsters. That's fair. Robert Holt said, Boca Raton, Toledo, WTF. And Terry Jones, our guy, TJ, what up? CSZ family. What about Cal, the new football dynasty? Hey, Christian Academy of Louisville, 4 straight state championships. Only the first since they've lost to Redmond on the sideline. Garrett Hoover in the building. What's up, fellas? What's up, G? The Meat Master. And Brent Coppin. I would not trade places with Pitt or Clemson. I need to get our graphics right. The bowl situations, I do not disagree on that. I'm going to try to get these a little bit more visually nice to see. No, I wouldn't either. But let's get a little basketball out of the way first. We're going to talk about first off. We're going to go with the Arkansas game. Where is the stupid? So okay, that was so. First off, the Cards lost 89-80 to Arkansas. Sananda Frew, 14 points, 8 rebounds. 4 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds. Ryan Conwell with 15 points continues to sizzle, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Fouled out of that game. Mikael Brown Jr., 22 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, only 2 turnovers that game, 5 defensive rebounds, clutch there. McNeely with the off night, he only was 1 for 5 from the 3. 4 for 4 from the free throw line for 11 points. Hadley. People got on Hadley really badly for the game against performance against Arkansas. 7 points, 6 boards though, not too bad. As far as the bench was concerned, it does not look like about 11 rebounds came from the bench and about 11 points. You don't want that from a bench. That's why you lose that game. Brazil, 21 points, 5 boards. Darius Acuff Jr. with the kind of performance we needed to see from Michael, 17 points, 10 assists, 5 boards. Don't know who that is. 2 guys that were supposed to be here but weren't.
Ewan killed us on the
the offensive 7 offensive rebounds for Ewan. The only link to Louisville guy that did well, Billy Richmond III, 10 points, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. It is not difficult to win a game. I want to know. You know what? I want to know from you guys. I'm going to ask you all this. I know why I believe that we lost that game, despite shooting a similar percentage. Shawn, why did we lose against Arkansas?
We couldn't stop them defensively when we needed to because we got it within 5. But as soon as we got within 5, what happened? It was give it to Acuff. They ran a simple ball screen. He was able to get on Sananda Frew, went right by him, layup. Or he I think got a foul the next time down. I think it was 2 times in a row that basically ran the same play.
Or if they miss, Ewan.
Got the offensive rebound. Rebounding. That was the other reason. Rebounding.
Okay, well, you're partially correct, but that's not right. Sam? And remember, opinions are objective, so you may be right, but I'm saying you're not.
They were just tougher. They were the tougher team. They had a tougher mindset. They played tougher, and it showed on the boards. I think they had about 18, 16 offensive rebounds.
Let's see, 18 offensive rebounds, 28 defensive. Yeah,
and it all came down to when we needed it most. You could say a lot of things about the size and the length of the athleticism on their front court, from the wings down to like small forward, power forward, center. You could talk about the length and athleticism they had, but I saw a few missed box out assignments. I saw some people just giving up the straight line drive. Saw miscommunication on the defensive and switches and rotations. So it boils down to communication. But Arkansas was just a tougher team that night. Give credit to their players. They just were tougher that game.
And we'll answer all these questions here in just a momento. Joey, what about you?
Well, I mean, some of the stuff they said, but I look at the fact that they called us for 25 personal fouls. They called Arkansas for 15,
which is ridiculous.
They shot 35. They shot twice as many free throws
That was the correct answer. The free throw disparity, because
and we sat here and said that's a foul, that's a foul, that's a foul,
Definitely.
and so I don't know necessarily tougher.
no, they bullied us. They really did bully
but
us on the boards.
On the boards they did, but like as far as, I mean, that, and we were 8 of 37 from 3-point line.
Yeah, that was a
so the
lot.
shooting wasn't that great. Conwell turned it over 5 times.
All the split percentages though were pretty. They shot from field goal range 42 to 41. They hit 2 less 3-pointers than we did, and we shot 1% better from the free throw line. But so the key, what the answer I was looking
the volume
was the fact that we couldn't fart without them calling a foul on us, and you can't win a game like that. You really can't.
I didn't really want to mention the threes because there were times when we had one-on-one drives, and I'd say they had
So
two
when
hands.
I say that though, there were several, especially at the very end of the game when we were trying to come back, where we were taking stupid threes.
Yeah.
Well, what I meant was, I was trying to say was, I saw, let's say, Michael Brown. There was a few times where he had one-on-one drives. He's trying to drive to the basket. They had 2 hands on him during the perimeter. On the perimeter, that's an automatic foul.
Right.
They were not calling those.
Nope.
There were a few times where he drove and he was fouled. They did not call those.
Yep.
So if I'm as a former, like someone who used to play growing up, like if I'm driving and I know I'm getting fouled and you're not calling it, I'm not going to drive anymore. I'm just settle for maybe a contested 3 or something like that, because I'm not going to continue to get punished by someone else.
Beat up.
And you're not calling it. Like everyone sees it, you hear it. So
that can take some toughness out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cards trailed by 18 at the half, scored 50 piece in the second half, still wasn't enough. But that takes us to yesterday's game, a game that Louisville sprinted out. It was you can almost hear the Indiana fans leaving for Lucas Oil 2 minutes into the game. Cards up 16-0. Indiana actually outscored Louisville in the second half by 5. Shawn, you know a lot of useless information. So I'm wondering, with the names that are in their starting lineup, Bailey, Wilkerson, any relation to the former IU greats, Wilkerson and Bailey?
Not that I know.
Damon Bailey, Shawn Wilkerson?
No, not that I
So
know.
you don't know?
Now DeVries is this.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
And Shawn's the son of. Never mind. No, Trent Sisley. Why does that sound familiar? Is that somebody we were recruiting at one point? Maybe, I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get to that game. Cards pulled that one out. We led wire to wire. Didn't look back. There were a couple of times, and I do want to get into some of these comments here, because absolutely offensive fouls on Louisville were not called on Indiana. Same exact plays were being ran on both sides, and it was it really was. There was one play where DeVries pretty much stiff armed. Which I'm going to say this.
Was it Frew?
No, it was Michael.
No, it was Michael,
okay.
yeah.
So, had that been Ryan Conwell, I feel totally confident he would have called for a review, because that was a flagrant. And nobody called for a review. I guess Kelsey didn't see it well enough. And Michael just maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but a veteran player would have called for that to have been reviewed, and that would have been a huge point swing there. It was already insurmountable, but who knows? Their leading player yesterday was the big doofus DeVries, 26 points, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. That's like ridiculous. Only 5 boards. The Cards, they had a different kind of spread there. Michael, all of his points came in the second half. 9 points, 3 assists. Let's see. Only 1 turnover, so that's good. He's been working on that. Sinan Defru continues to just be an aggressive beast. Every time he gets the basketball anywhere near the middle of the court, he's trying to dunk the ball big time. 12 points, 7 boards, 3 steals, just 5 defensive rebounds that needed to be pulled down. Conwell, 21 points, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Interesting fact, I had almost nailed this score. I walked in to work yesterday. My buddy asked me, like, what's the score going to be tonight? And I was like, 84 72. And with like 2 minutes left, it was almost right there. And I was like, McNeely's going to hit 6 threes. Conwell's going to go for 20. Well, Conwell had 21. McNeely only hit 5 of 9. I just knew we weren't losing to this IU team. Got the same feeling coming up about Memphis. I feel better about Tennessee now, watching them play the last couple of weeks than I did before. Shawn, what about you? How do you feel about the Tennessee? I know we're looking into the future. Like, we're not even looking into next week's preview. We're looking into the week after. But do you feel a little bit better with Tennessee after watching how they performed?
Even if they would have performed well, I still feel better because we played Arkansas, who is very similar. So we know what it's going to be like. We know what a road environment is going to be like. And I feel like against Tennessee, we're going to do what we would have done against Arkansas had it not gotten in our heads, them and the refs.
Brent, I normally agree with you. I don't agree that every position Arkansas out athleticism does. I think they were just better prepared. I think they out-bullied it. They out-physicaled us. You saw that in India. We were the aggressors physically in the IU game. Had we played that way versus Arkansas, that's our win. Garrett says Indiana game definitely seemed to be ref differently on both sides. Indiana seemed a little dirty at times. So did their fans. Brent said, we always said with Tino teams, the aggressors get the calls. Yep, absolutely.
Brazil didn't out athleticize Mikael Brown on that one poster.
Yeah.
He actually got hurt. Tried to
and he got fouled, by the way.
Tried to
Mikael
defend him.
Garrett said when the shot is secondary, they're basically throwing the punch and getting a defensive foul instead, there's a bias happening. No, block charge isn't reviewable, but flagrant fouls are reviewable.
Basically shots to the head because he threw
the shot to the head.
Yeah, he threw.
What do you know about shots to the head?
He basically threw a forearm or a Superman. I don't know what it was.
He knows nothing. And Brent with his normal just nonsense coming out.
Marshawn Lynch.
Listen, just because you're I want to ask you this, Brent. Woolley is a concern. Roos is a mystery. Did you know our plus minus is the highest when Kenai Roos is in the game? Did you know that yesterday we extended the lead by 11 points with Kenai Roos in the game? Did you know Adrian Woolley pulled down 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, 3 defensive, that all 3 of his offensive rebounds led to points? Not everybody's going to score 20 points, dude. Not everybody's going to score 15 points. Kobe got him in a good game yesterday. 4 from 4 from the field, 2 from 2 from 3. But like this, I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all can call it a hot take. You can do whatever you want to. Kenai Roos is athletic. He is. He does all the intangibles well. Would not shock me one bit if he went pro after this year and was drafted. He's not a tweener height-wise. He's grown to 6'10". He'll be a really good 4-man in the league, and his hustle. And so I'm not listening to that mess. I know that. Let's see. Plus minus is the most misleading stat. No, it's not though.
No, it actually tells you how
it tells you how well the team plays while you're in it. Just because it's misleading to you doesn't. No, Terry says Louisville needs IU to stay good. Can't keep taking hits to the non-con. No, that's for sure. I mean, not everybody could foresee a catastrophe as the one that's going on in Lexington. Yeah, absolutely, Brent. He will be drafted and he'll be a second round draft pick if he continues to play the way he's playing right now. Absolutely. Mark it down, write it down, put it wherever you want. I got somewhere you can put it. Mark it down.
He's got an NBA body. I mean, he's built.
NBA body.
He's a pro build. Now, what I would hope that he would come back next year, because I think if you're Pat Kelsey and you see what he's doing this year and he comes back next year, you're building this team next year around Kenai Roos. You're building the team around him. Because he like him and Woolley, yeah, like that's your guys that you're going to build around, and you're getting them some run this year, some meaningful minutes. None of us thought that Kenai Roos was going to be like one of the top 3 scorers or anything like that this year. We just needed him to do what he's actually doing so far.
Know his role.
Yeah,
him and Woolley are doing
complementary
great
basketball.
Doing that.
Well, Kobe Rogers
and Kobe. Gary Hoover says our bench is a problem for other teams. Our starters don't have to have a good game for us to dominate. I'll take that a step further. Our starters can have a good game because those guys are in there helping to facilitate.
And keep them fresh.
And keep them fresh. Like that's how you do it. The stats for that game: Sanada with 12 and 7, Ryan with 21. Already mentioned him. Mikhail 9 second half points. Monster dunk, put it right in some. He put a baby in somebody. McNeely,
They showed it down there.
15 points off of 5 threes.
And then Kobe
Let's see, 5. I thought he had a old fashioned. Oh, that was a game before McNeely had the old fashioned and one. And then Kobe with 12. So big win there. Very happy about that. Let's look ahead to Memphis right now. Louisville 93% favorite. I know that ESPN thing really don't make a hill of beans. Their leading scorer, McDaniel, 13 points per game, shooting 38% from the field. 88% from free throws. Leading rebounder for them is, let's just pull the full player stats up. Leading rebounder is
it's got everybody.
Is it everybody in college basketball?
Yeah.
So that doesn't help us out at all. So thanks a lot, ESPN.
Espen.
So back to rebounds. Davis with 5 a game, 1.5 offensive rebounds per game. Frew 3.3 for us. Leading defensive rebounder for us too, as well as Frew. And assist wise, I think who do y'all think our leading? Never mind, it already showed it. It's exactly who I thought it was. Brown with 5. McDaniel for them, which I think was their leading scorer too, right?
Yeah.
6 points per game. 3 turnovers per game though. To Michael's 2. Oh, maybe if I'd have just done this, that would have been easier. Memphis on a 3-game winning streak. They're averaging 76 points per game. We're averaging 94 points per game. They have beaten, though, Baylor and New Orleans in the last week. And the week before that, Southern Illinois lost to Wake Forest, lost to Purdue.
Played Purdue tough, though.
They did. And I'm not thinking – so when we did our preview of the 4 games and was like, well, the only one we can't lose is against Memphis. And I still feel like that to an extent. Memphis is also a way tougher game than I anticipated them being. I don't think it'll be a cakewalk. Maybe we can have a former – I don't know how that'll work, but maybe we can have a former assistant coach at Memphis come on next week and kind of well, no, we'd have to have him come on tonight because we play him Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. See what we can do there and kind of give us the lowdown on that. Sam, what do you think? What are you thinking about the Memphis game?
Sorry.
All good.
Nah, it's one of those games, like you said. I do think we will win. I do think, unfortunately, the loss to Arkansas helps us with this game and with the Tennessee game.
Unfortunately,
because I didn't want to lose to Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you. But out of the 4 teams, wouldn't that be the team that you probably would want to lose to? Like
I didn't want to lose to Calipari. That was the thing about it.
I understand that, but like that playing at Walton Fieldhouse, like that's one of the better harder places to play
out of this stretch.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna say you got to lose one of these 4, I would take the Arkansas. I would take the Arkansas L over Memphis or Tennessee
or Indiana.
Well, we already beat them, so
absolutely.
No, I do think that loss helped us, especially when it comes to toughness and speedy guards, length and athleticism, because we hadn't really truly faced length, but not at that level of athleticism. That
every morning.
Level. So, but I like I said before, this is one of those games where I do see us winning. I do see Mikhail having a bounce back game because he did struggle in the Arkansas game. He struggled versus Indiana. So I do think now that there's stuff you can scout against him, he's going to have to find ways, and Coach Kelsey's going to have to find ways to get him going. I think y'all referenced the play earlier where he kind of cleared out the right side and Mikhail was able to drive right and he got a dunk. So it's going to be some adjustments to the coaching staff in terms of how they find ways to get him going, get him get him going to the basket or get him to see the ball go through the hoop because he struggled the last couple games. But I do think this is the game that he breaks out of that 2-game slump, and I think we win pretty easily.
Terry Jones says, I caught the end of the Memphis Baylor finish. Memphis is tall, but Penny throwaway. He can't coach himself out of a wet paper bag. I'm shocked that Kenny Payne isn't down there with them. Memphis Saturday at 3:30 on ESPN. Segment number 2. I'm going to step out of the room for a second while Sam takes care of women's basketball. I'll let us. So you were at the game today. How do we only allow 4 points in the first quarter, and then we don't score 100 in the whole game? And they scored considerably more in the whole game.
In the second half. We had a lot of reserves in that fourth quarter, and the offense got a little stagnant. They got a little sloppy. New Hampshire made some tough shots. They credit New Hampshire because in the fourth quarter, I definitely thought we was gonna break 100, but New Hampshire kept fighting. They fought, and usually when you're down 50, most teams lay down. They never did. They fought after every loose ball. They continued to drive, continued to make tough shots, try to make Louisville life a little bit difficult in that fourth quarter. And they did. So that's why we did not hit the 100 mark, because we, with 4 minutes left to go, I think we had 90 or 92 points in the game. So they made it a lot difficult for Louisville, especially the bench unit, because New Hampshire continued to fight. But to the South Carolina game, it was probably one of the best games I've seen from Louisville in a few years.
Yeah, big battle. I really thought we had that game. We were up, what was it, 4 or 5 with just
5, I think, with like 3 minutes, 4-11, somewhere along those lines. And it was, what's her name? Hart. She scored the points, but it was Raven Johnson. Her mindset, her mentality, her play on both defensive end and offensive end. She's the key to how far South Carolina goes. Of course, you have Joyce Edwards, Tessa Johnson, and Tanaya Latson, who can flat out score. But Raven Johnson is the key to that team. She runs that team like it should be ran. Whether she scores points, whether she plays defense, whether she sets people up, she's the key. So down the stretch, she had the 2 free throws. She made the tough layup, but she fed a Hart. She found ways to get a Hart the ball, and they finally used their height advantage in the paint, because I think she's 6'6", 6'7", somewhere along those lines. But Louisville fought. They did fight, and it was just South Carolina's championship DNA. Their 4th year, 5th year players making big plays. Louisville doesn't have that yet. Our key players right now are sophomores. When it comes to Amari Berry, Taj Roberts, like, she's a sophomore. They're sophomores. Hardy is just starting to get some playing time now, which I'm happy for. So, and then we have Rain Scott and Lars Ziegler. She had a difficult game. Elif played great, but she's still a young player as well. So it's a lot to the future for Louisville. It just wasn't our time that night because of South Carolina's championship pedigree and their experience in playing in tough games.
I mean, the good thing is, like, you look at the close game against South Carolina, we didn't lose by 8, 9, 10, something like that to UConn.
Well, that's because of the fourth quarter.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, with the young team that we have, we're playing these top 5 teams, and we're playing them close right now. We got the whole season to build on.
Yeah, and the ACC this year is not what I thought it was going to be. I really did think Duke and Notre Dame was going to be the front runners. Don't get it twisted. Like Duke and Notre Dame are still pretty good, but they're beatable.
Right.
They're looking at this team now. I see what Coach Waltz is doing. This is probably one of his better teams in terms of shooting post players, because now you have Elif who could step out and hit a three. Lars Ziegler's capable of shooting a three at a high clip too. So it's
people were saying they couldn't hear you, but I was checking the YouTube feed. I think when I took myself off, it took all the volume out for a second.
Oh, okay.
My bad. That's on me.
So, and one thing I noticed that he started doing right before the South Carolina games, he had his post players bringing up the basketball, and for a while I couldn't figure out why. And then I saw the difference in it. When your post players bring up the basketball, you allow your shooters and your wings to run the floor and find an open spot, and you have good enough post players that can pass the ball. You end up with wide open threes for a Reagan Bender, Taj Robertson, even Amari Berry, Skylar Jones. So that kind of helped too. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I see why Coach Waltz is considered like the evil genius or mastermind when it comes to offenses, because I would have never thought. I'm wondering, you usually have your guards bring up the ball, inbound the ball and bring it up. Nah, he has his post players bring up the ball over the half court and making that first pass. So it was an adjustment for a lot of coaches, a lot of teams, and it worked. It worked in the South Carolina game. He didn't do it too much this game, didn't need to, but I'm looking forward to see how that progresses later on in the season.
We're going to amend our second half of this show. We're going to talk a little bit about the college football playoff, but since we've only got one game next week, we'll save the college football playoff banter for then. Right now, though, heading into halftime, it is the hottest segment sweeping the nation, and it's most awkward as well. We're going to fry him for it. It's the barbershop.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
It's Christmas time, and I was feeling like a Grinch, but my eyes met yours, my heart grew 3 sizes.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
He's baffled.
What do you call your heart?
I mean, you could have just asked, "Hey, girl, can you deck my hall, or can I deck your halls?" Or
so, but
are these real things that go through your head?
Yeah, please. Because what's the
you want to come down my chimney?
Oh my god!
In every pickup line or every approach, there should be a reason, right? You should be like, you either want to extract a response or a smile or something. Like, what's the purpose of that line?
You bring the cookies, I'll bring the milk.
Self-explanatory. But what's the purpose of that line?
Or why didn't you just go with, you make me grow 3 sizes too large or larger?
Because that might get me slapped.
But it evoked a response. Now you get a response.
Yes, there was chat. Please,
and that would be the most contact that you had by a female.
Chat, please fry this man in the comments.
Okay.
He tried to get all like poetic and stuff,
sentimental and no.
You should just ask her if she liked pizza.
Oh my god!
or math.
Oh god!
Shout out to Prime IV of Louisville. Are you ready to take your health to the next level? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you. Join them now and receive 1 month free with a paid 6-month membership. This offer is only available for a limited time. So head on over to Prime IV in Middletown to enjoy their customized IV treatments and expert care. Elevate your wellness routine today. Give them a call at 502-251-9836. Tell them Cardinal Sports Zone sent you. Guys, appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We're going to get to the second part of the show. It was announced right before the show started that the Bush Beans, Pepto-Bismol, Runny Toilet Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December the 23rd at 2 p.m. The cards got selected to the worst bowl. This isn't even a Power 5 bowl. This the tie-ins for this bowl are AAC, CUSA, MAC, NWC, and SBC. Baffled, startled. It's not. It's
Florida, baby.
It's sure. Toledo Rockets. We're playing the Rockets. Not even an ACC tie-in. go Cards. Hopefully they can get up for this game. We want to get this. Who knows? Maybe Sam will go cover that game for us, and he can cover the 4 players that are going to opt into the game. We're not sure. Women's volley.
No, Jeff Nunn can, because that's a retirement. Well,
that's true,
and he's retired, so
and he's old.
He might not want to come back to Louisville after that.
That's true.
Volleyball 26-6 finished the season. They have won 2 straight in the NCAA tournament. All 6 of their losses came to ranked teams. The Cardinals will make their 7th straight Sweet 16 appearance. They advanced to the Lincoln, Nebraska regional, playing Texas A&M 25-4 this year. For the opportunity to play the Nebraska-Kansas winner. All 4 rock chalk in this region here. All top 4 seeds advance. Texas A&M was 6-4 versus ranked opponents this year, and one of their in the tournament, they actually avenged the loss to TCU that they had in the regular season. Rapid fire, the U of L track and field teams opened the 25-26 indoor track and field season on Saturday, splitting between the Commonwealth College opener in Louisville and the Sharon Collier Danville season opener in Boston. Albacunza Iglesias, women's triple jump, and Helsinki Caputo, men's 5,000 meter, didn't even practice either one of those. Boss began the indoor campaign by setting a pair of program records, while Brianna Braham started her collegiate career off with a Louisville freshman record in the women's 300 meters. Shawn's never meter. Never mind. U of L senior defender Carson Cherry was named a second-team All-American by the United Soccer coaches Friday afternoon. Cherry is the first Louisville player to earn All-American honors since Amina Ekic in 2020. We do ask you to please support our photographers out there, Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger, Keith and Renee Russell, and our beat writers, Sam Baisden, Taylor Kopp, and JK. Again, they cover the women's. Sam covers women's basketball and football, Taylor men's basketball, and JK with the baseball. Stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer YouTube. You can find the audio version of this podcast on over 125 podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, and iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus sign, or whatever it is Shawn's doing underneath the desk at this moment. Do that to get these. What?
I just realized Wes never came back.
No, he didn't. Have these downloaded directly to your phones, laptops, PCs immediately. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com. Go to the podcast tab, podcast drop-down menu, then select CSZ Podcast. It's so easy, Higgy can do it. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportszone.com, the place it all began. Shout out to everybody who's out here sharing the podcast, talking about it on social media. We appreciate it. Love you guys. Shout out to our guys, Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage, doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our guy, Dalton, doing Mondays with DP on the Big X from 6 to 7. And shout out to our guys, Terrence Jennings and Blake McCauley with Spill in the Ville, doing a really good job. Some exciting things coming up for them going forward. Where can people find you guys on social media, Sam?
Baseboy124.
Joey?
Joe Wallman 526.
Shawn, I ran out of social media sites to link you to. So can you tell everybody where they can find you on Grindr?
Not on Grindr.
Okay, good.
Would you cancel it?
Oh God, no! I've never been on.
You didn't
Grindr.
cancel it?
Never been on Grindr.
He did say no. I didn't cancel it.
Never.
Okay,
been
where
on
can
Grindr.
they find you on social media, Schwan?
At Elville Shawn,
Schwani.
Twitter, SBarber6, Instagram.
Schwani. Oh, he threw the Instagram out there. Girls, hop in the messages.
Get it.
You might like what you see, or you might run away. We don't know.
He's a safe driver, I'll tell you that. He was driving like 62 miles an hour on Gene Snyder today.
Shout out to our
beat him.
listen, Dan Furman. We're going to have him on the show here pretty soon. Shout out to him and Mark at 502 Circle. And shout out to our friends at Prime IV Louisville. Did you know regular IV therapy can help improve your energy levels, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being? At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, their memberships offer a convenient way to maintain your health with monthly treatments. Visit them at Prime IV in Middletown to learn more about how their wellness plans can help support your lifestyle and help you feel your best every day. Let's clean up the chat line real quick. 60% of the time works every time, right, Shawn? I guess so. You turn Sam off. Listen, he's sitting next to Shawn. I don't know what else you expect.
That'll automatically turn anybody
That's
off.
An automatic turn off. Y'all, again, we appreciate you tuning in on Sunday nights to watch and partake with us. For myself, for Joe Wahman, for Shawn, the Schwani Barber, and for Sam Bazin, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast.